here are some of the volumes that constitute the Board of Trade, BT, Design Register. And this is a scheme that was set up in 1839 by the British government to allow proprietors of original designs to register those designs and to seek, thereby have or claim copyright over those designs. So it's part of this idea of creating or generating innovation, design innovation. Because the idea was the Industrial Revolution had been great, Britain could produce all this stuff, but sometimes it wasn't very well designed. And the proprietors said, yes, we invest in design, we pay a good designer, we produce a product, and somebody else comes along and copies it. So whereas we've made the investment, someone else gets the benefit. So it was an attempt to kind of address that issue. And it was the first time, I think, the British government recognised that design had an intellectual property rights over it, could be put into law. And then you led to the art schools, it led to the V&A being established, it led to that whole movement about design and innovation. So it's really, in terms of history of design, it's quite important. And the history of intellectual property, I think it's quite important. So within these volumes, we've got 10,000 like this, like that are just full of representations. The representation could be a drawing, a watercolour, it could be a sketch, it could be a piece of fabric, it could be a photograph, or it could be a complete product. This is a straw bonnet. This is a...
So they are the actual physical objects
The actual physical objects.
And then we go into the photographs that are just... It's
Of
amazing to see
animals.
the technology at the time as well. Yeah.
Is that a lion, and what's that one?
I think it might be a leopard, it's got dots.
Grapes, peacocks, stylised something, floral, elephants.
That one's good.
They're like bracelets and tassels or some sort of cords, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like the mixture of realism and then the stylisation juxtaposed.
Yeah. And how the perspective, it completely changes from one, that's completely flat, and then all of a sudden we've got 3D representative at the back.
Wonderful sky, isn't it, with the moon? What number? We've got 1279.
1279.
So what's that tell us?
The 6th of March 1908, Blakely and Baring, 2nd Fairfield Street, Manchester, African merchants.
So I presume it was made for export to West Africa. I think it's so interesting, you've got this 18th century sort of almost idealised England, or even France, but it's got that sort of 18th century feel to it, and then you have what looks to me much more like a 19th century building, and some of those, the textile factories looked a bit like that. It's a rather grand one. But that would fit into this might be the idealised view, and this might be the actual reality. But and the fact that it's cloth printed in Manchester, in Lancashire, for export, almost certainly for export.
What were they trying to represent, really?
Yeah.
This idea of a Britishness or a Europeanness, and trying to transfer it to...
They knew it would sell.
Yeah.
You still get designs with these birds on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wonderful.